Hello, hi, welcome to what I read in last week. In a new location, blame the heat wave. The heat wave is what every fan's on. This is the quietest room in the house. I read 5 books. Somebody forgot to write down how many pages an hour she read. But most of these were chunkers. Hello, hi, with some editing magic, me running around and stubbing my toe. I figured out it is 1,864 pages. Yeah, that makes sense. 2 of these were over 500 pages. And 40 hours-ish. One of them, I had already started when I pulled up the audiobook to dual read it, and I forgot to see how far, and how much I had left. So, my easy assumption is 12-ish, somewhere between 12 and 3, so I just went with 12. And yeah, the first book I read was Pucking Around, which is a reverse harem where it's her and 3 guys, and 2 of the guys are also together, and it's a hockey romance, and I despised it. This is the main one. It was like 24 hours for the audiobook. It was so long. It took so much out of me. But I did it to get for a lot of points for a readathon. Somebody else in the readathon on my team just DNF'd it, which was made not very hard, because I gave it 2 stars. I didn't like it. It was too... In what world does a contemporary romance, the first book in a series, mind you, need to be nearly 700 pages, if I remember properly? I hate... No. Then I reread Carmilla, which is Sapphic Vampires pre-Dracula. For some reason, my original rating was still 4. I still had it at a 4. I don't know why. I upped it to a 4.5 this time. One of my favorite books of all time, especially classics. Then I reread Nobleman's Guide to Seducing a Scoundrel, which is a sequel of another book I reread last month, I think. And that one still has a 5-star. This one I also upped from a 4 to a 4.5 because one of the main revelations, I think it wouldn't affect the story or the progression of the story if we as the audience knew what was happening, and it makes it better knowing it beforehand. So I did up it to a 4.5 because I knew that stuff. So it was a better book then. But it feels weird because, like, it's purposely not telling you that stuff. And it's not as good because of that. Then I rated the graphic novel version of Under the Oak Tree, the first volume. If you remember, I DNF'd the novel version halfway through. The changes between the two did give me an existential crisis. I almost had a breakdown over it. I don't know what happened in between what happened there. But somebody needs to be whacked upside the head for that. That being said, I didn't love it. I don't know if I'll continue the series, honestly. The second one, maybe. Because it did, with a hint of what's going to be the next one, it did intrigue me. But, hear me out, I didn't like it. Though, graphic novel, it's much easier to just skim through the parts that you don't like. And also, I had read everything in this one already in the novel version. I think that this is about the same point where I stopped at the novel version. Almost exactly, actually. So I'd already read all of it, basically, already this year. So, those parts I could just skim over because I knew what was happening, right? I'm sitting at a 3-star, but I may lower it to a 2.5. And then I read the next book in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series, Lover Enshrined. I was going to DNF it. I contemplated DNFing the whole series, and I kind of got obsessed with 3 side characters, and to later learn that the men do get together. It does get gayer in like 6 books. I just gotta hold on that long. Okay, I'm very excited for that point. I was always crying over supporting your gay best friend. Okay, it was so good. The support of the friendship in that trio is so good. The rest of it was mid. 3.5 stars.